Well, my friends, grab a blanket and get comfortable. I have a little story for you today about a duckling and a mouse who found each other in a big autumn forest. It's a story full of goodness, so listen carefully because a little magic awaits you. In a thick autumn forest, where leaves rustled underfoot and the wind hummed through bare branches, lived a little duckling named Feather. His down was soft and golden, like the last rays of a sunny day. But he was all alone. His siblings and Mama had paddled off down the river, and Feather, distracted by a fluttering moth, got left behind. Now he waddled through the woods, quacking sadly to himself. One chilly evening, as the full moon hung like a lantern above the treetops, Feather heard a rustle. Out from under a bush popped a mouse named Squeak. He was gray with shiny black eyes and a long quivering tail. Squeak was alone too. His family had scampered off to a burrow beyond the hill, and he'd lagged behind, chasing a juicy acorn. "Who are you?" Feather quacked, tilting his head. "I'm Squeak," the mouse piped up. "And you?" "Feather. It's cold and lonesome out here by myself." "Me too," Squeak sighed. "What if we stick together?" And so they did. The duckling and the mouse set off through the forest, side by side. Feather waddled ahead, pushing aside leaves with his webbed feet, while Squeak scurried behind, guiding them with his twitchy whiskers. They found an old hollow under an oak tree, dry and snug. Feather gathered soft moss for a bed, and Squeak collected a few seeds and berries. That night, as the wind hushed and the moon glowed brighter, Feather and Squeak curled up in their hollow. The duckling tucked his wing over the mouse, and Squeak nestled against his warm side. They weren't lonely anymore. The moon peeked down through the branches, almost smiling, as if it knew two small hearts had found each other. From then on, folks in the forest spotted them together, a golden duckling and a gray mouse. They built nests from fallen leaves, splashed by the creek, and shared every little treasure they found. Even when autumn turned to winter, their friendship kept them warmer than any sunny day ever could. And that, my friends, is the story of Feather and Squeak. Proof that a good friend can light up even the darkest night. Keep listening to my stories, and I will bring you more. Stories of forests and creatures and moons that shine just for you. Good night, everyone.